last biggest client was Demi Lovato with like 80 million followers.
I mean, I've had like people like dissing me, like actually dissing me. They take videos, like they get their cell phone, they start like insulting me and stuff. I'm always afraid of getting like ill or something, you know? Because if you get ill, like they just got like a $1,200 flight and you're like, I'm ill, I cannot tattoo you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're here for an interview with Alessandro Capozzi, and I'm super excited about this one. He does super crazy micro fine line tattoos, like micro realistic tattoos. He tattoos a lot of celebrities, which is fucking crazy. He has over 300,000 followers. So let's call him.
It is.
Awesome.
Perfect.
How are you doing? Like day 40 or day 42 in quarantine?
Oh my god, I don't even know anymore. I think it's actually like 37 because yesterday I saw a friend of mine putting a story that she's like actually taking count of each day. So she's like day 36, I think, yesterday. So she's basically counting for me.
We are now in the 4th week, I think. So the first week of closing down the shop was like, bro, it was a mess. Boom.
Shut down.
Everything has to close down.
Yeah.
All the trips got canceled, everything canceled. The first regulations were very soft, but then they shut down everything, like everywhere else.
Like my studio has to. And basically the biggest thing is that when you close a country, like you close Italy in itself, then like 90% of your appointments are canceled like automatically. And here, I mean, like my studio is in the very center of Rome, you know, very center of the city, extremely touristy, you know. And basically now there's no tourists anymore, so it looks like a ghost town.
Is there something you will change after this crisis?
Change about what?
In your lifestyle?
I mean, yeah, I feel like the only thing that I would change is that I would try to have more time to do everything that I want to do. And I wouldn't stress out about small things and little things anymore and just appreciate more the time that you get off. So I feel like after this, we're going to have to start like not giving everything for granted. That's like super important to me. And I feel like we have to, you know? What do you think? What would you change?
Yeah, I don't know. I think about it a lot because I'm not used to having this
Much
few stress. Yeah, but like staying more focused, I think. Also, that I don't know when this quarantine ends. It's like this free time that has been given to me now.
As a limit.
It's like, yeah.
So it's weird, right? I feel like that too.
And I'm like, okay, I want to use this time
to do
the
this
maximum as possible.
Exactly, right. That's true. Like the funny thing is that I have like a little bit of anxiety because I cannot wait for this to be over. But I'm like a little anxious about the fact that I want to use this time properly. So when it's going to be over, I'm not going to have this time anymore. So I feel you like 100%.
How is the economy in Italy? Luckily, in Germany, we have like pretty good solutions from the government. And I heard in Italy, you have to fight for like 600 euros or something right now.
I mean, like they do help you. Like they have like, they right now found a way to give you, lending you money with like no interest at all to like save yourself. They're finding ways to not having to pay your employees 100%. The government is going to take care of part of that. Even the rent, they're taking care of like 60% of your rent if you're a shop. So they're taking care of that, and they're giving you the 600 euro. That is not that much. I mean, I guess they're giving like 1,200 in the US right now. The thing is that I'm not afraid about these months. I'm afraid about what comes after, because for example, Rome, its main economy, it's mostly off of tourism. So if you take off like tourism for like a year, you know, so many restaurants, so many like activities are just gonna shut down. So that's what I'm really afraid of. There's no amount of money that the government can give to save that, and that's what I'm really afraid of. You know. Yeah. You froze. Well, I mean, they're doing like, I feel like the government right now they're doing a good job. They're doing a really good job at handling it, and they're doing a really good job at trying to take care of people. Even though it's a very stressful situation, it's very hard to do so.
What is going to be the main tattoo request after Corona? Is it going to be religious tattoos or is it going to be toilet paper?
Oh my God, that's funny. I mean, not for sure, not toilet paper. I don't think so. Religious, to be honest, I feel like there's not that many people that has religious tattoo anymore. Let me tell you. Like I don't know about you guys, but we get like a Jesus or a Holy Mary once a while.
Yeah, same here.
You
It
know?
used to be when we started 2006. It was like 70% were religious.
Wow.
And then on some point it just changed.
Just
I don't know.
now it's
It
more like a
happened.
Peaky Blinders than like no Jesus anymore. It's just like
It's more
movies.
fashion, and
Yeah.
I like that more because it's when you take a look at tattoos, and the only industry that is like correlated to it, or which is kind of the same, is fashion and music. And those three industries go so tight together. So if something changes in fashion, it will have an effect on the way people
True.
get tattooed, in my opinion. Also, the music transmits a certain lifestyle, or the soundtrack to a certain lifestyle. And everything of that goes together because all the musicians are also like fashion icons right now.
I mean, the thing is
word-
that I feel like tattooing, before, maybe that's the difference. That's what happened. Before, like even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was more of a representation. So you go to the tattoo artist because you really believe in Jesus and you're like, what's the best thing that I can do? Get a tattoo of Jesus. I'm gonna get it huge, I'm gonna get it on my chest. And that's gonna be great. Maybe not, but whatever. And but now it's more about, are you saying, about fashion, about art, about the artist itself. So you don't go to the tattoo artist just to represent something, but you go to the artist because of pure love for art. Every day is like,
You're also
let's
a
create.
tattoo collector, right? You have a lot of great artists on
Yeah.
your
Like, I mean, I have like, I don't know if you can say, I have like Pavel Ngulski. That's like
Oh, yeah, I
super
have two
great
of them.
friend. Oh yeah.
One Pavel here
Perfect.
and one Pavel.
Me too. Look
here.
at this. A second one.
Nice.
We're Pavel Bros. Then I have
What else
like
you got?
I have like Dragon. If you can, oh my god, it's hard to
I
show.
love Dragon.
Dragon, you see it a
yeah.
little better.
I
Exactly.
love it.
I have a bunch of like Korean artists. Like this is like a snake. It's hard to see. A snake with a rose. Yeah, I have a good amount of artists. This is like, wait, I'll show you this one. I'm really attached to this one. I'm gonna tell you. Wait. Let me try to do it like this. It's gonna look funny with the other camera. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Perfect. This is Scott Campbell. I don't know if you know about him.
Oh yeah, was it a glory hole tattoo?
Yes, like I stick my arm
Nice.
into this wall, and this guy's tattooing me. It's fun.
How were you feeling about that?
It was funny. Like I went there with my ex-girlfriend, and the first thing that she told me, she's like, "You're crazy, but I'm gonna get pissed if it's a skull." Wait, I'll show you this one. And then I take it out, and it's like a huge skull. And she's like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "Sorry."
Whatever, worth it. Totally.
Worth it.
And also, like, most of your tattoos, like all of them, as I saw, they're super healed. Like Pavel's tattoos, amazing. Dragon looks awesome.
Yeah, Dragon it was super good. I was super happy. I mean, it's super hard to show you
Yeah.
because I should be standing straight, but
And you're super hairy.
yeah, that's the Italian style. If you
Well, we
wouldn't be
have-
this blonde, you'd be as hairy as I am.
Well, we have a lot here, but I heard that, like, from most of the places I've been to, especially with artists like you and all the artists who work here with Mommy I'm Sorry, that it's two worlds. Our world, the fashion world with fine line tattoos, contemporary styles, new ideas always developing, and
That was cool.
I have respect for that. The
Yeah.
old school world who's screaming, "Your tattoos will heal shit.
Yeah.
This will heal shit.
Yeah.
Yours is shit."
It's always
And
like that.
how you feel about that?
I mean, I've had like people like dissing me, like actually dissing me, like rappers. Like they think they're rappers and they take videos, like they get their cell phone and they start like insulting me on stuff, like you're
Really?
gonna kill like shit, yeah, something like that. And I always like
Italian rappers or
what?
Italian rappers or
No. They think they're rappers, but they're not.
they think they're rappers.
They're
Okay,
like
okay,
tattoo
okay.
artists, but so they're not rappers. It's just funny how they truly. It's what you're saying, fashion and music, and people are getting a little too much in their head.
Yeah.
And I see these like competition, you know, but you know, you just ignore it. What I've done from the very start of my career, since in Rome, the old school, it's super strong and it was always super strong. What I've done is that I just basically ignored everybody, like completely, just fake that they didn't exist because they just gonna talk shit, and just did my thing. You know,
that's the best word you can do.
Yeah. I was in Germany.
Same.
Same?
Exactly. Bro, like, I don't know, it's for us it's a little bit different also, I think, because here in our city in Stuttgart, we started 2006. So in 2006 there were like 10 tattoo shops here in the city, and they were all biker shops, like Hells Angels and everything.
Yeah.
And we started our shop. So I knew some of the guys, so we never had like problems or anything. Everything was good. But they were still like, yeah, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Like with your small, tiny shop and like doing something fancy. And with the time, everything developed. I mean, 2006, different world. We did everything. There was no Instagram, no Facebook. We had to do everything, bro.
Yeah.
And then when social media changed everything, and Mommy I'm Sorry started to develop and become more and more and bigger, people started like, just in our own city. If I go to the next big city, people love us. Here, like the tattoo shops, they just hate. I don't know why.
That's competition, you know? Yeah.
Maybe. Because I'm like super friendly guy. I'm like, hey, yo, what's up? How you doing? How's business doing? Because it's competition, but it's friendly competition.
I just feel like the people that are going to be the angriest and the most nasty are the ones that smile like to your face and that you're nice to.
But still, you're doing it the right way. And your success shows it. I mean, your last biggest client was Demi Lovato with like 80 million followers. You got like 100,000 followers more in one day or
like
something.
In one night. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I was like, cool. Yeah, no, I love that.
Tell me the whole story. How did it happen?
So basically, I got in touch. I mean, his manager contacted me and got a tattoo, Scooter Braun. So he first contacted me. And to be honest, that's what it was supposed to happen. I was supposed to maybe tattoo Justin Bieber, because that's how we started. But then when I went there, I met Demi at this like Ariana Grande concert. And it was super cool. She was super nice. She was super easygoing. And she's like, I really want to get a tattoo. When do you have a free time? And the next day, we basically just did like 8 hours of tattooing, you know? It was crazy, super cool and crazy because this, like Demi, it's super nice, super down to earth, but she still had like so many people around her, like 3 assistants, somebody like watching the how do you say, the steps of the building, somebody downstairs at the bottom of the building to check, somebody with a car outside. So it was super nice and super chill, but still extremely like controlled. So I mean, I loved it. It's incredible to connect with people like that. And it's incredible that that person, out of everybody, she like chose me from Rome. You know, she didn't go to the classic people in LA, or she didn't go to New York. So that really, really made me extremely happy, you know? I was shaking when they messaged me. I was like truly shaking. I was like, I can't believe this.
Amazing, really cool. Amazing.
Yeah, it was Instagram, you know? It's how you're saying, like it changed the game. It makes it so immediate to get to everybody. So it's only a matter of hard work.
Does it freak you out sometimes that people like travel from the other side of the world to get tattooed by you?
If you know what freaks me out? It freaks me out. I think about that a lot. That having, for example, a week booked of people coming from different places and only having that time, I'm always afraid of getting like ill or something, you know? Because if you get ill, like they just got like a $1,200 flight, and you're like, I'm ill, I cannot tattoo you. What are they gonna do? They cannot change their flight, and next day I have another person. So I'm scared of that.
But let me assure you, every artist I know is somehow scared about that.
Really?
Like scared of being sick.
Yeah.
Because some artists book themselves for a year.
Yeah.
The worst you can do, if you book yourself for a year and you get 1 week sick, everything's
done. You're done. You're done. Can maximum do 3 months because it lets you have like a future. You know what I mean? Like it lets you know that in 3 months you can just do something else, and you can plan guest spots. You can travel. You can do something. You know.
We do the same with our residents. We only book like 3 months in advance. But we used to book out a long time in advance before as well, until we realized, shit, this is not going good. Is there somebody that inspired you, tattoo artist or somebody else?
I mean, I've always been inspired by so many different artists, but the people that inspires me the most are truly the artists that I meet, and they are extremely humble, that are super good workers, hard workers. So it's not only the style that they do, but it's how they work and how they approach this art form, you know? For example, I met Cole Gray, I met Pavel, and they were like super inspiring. They're gonna listen to you, they're not gonna say a word, and they're just gonna be super happy to do it for you. And they're just gonna work 8 hours straight without complaining, without saying anything, but they're just creating and loving what they're doing. So those are the people that, you know, inspire me. The people that really love it. Those are the people,
perfect. You know? And by the way, Cole Gray, shout out to you. I love you.
Yeah.
Cole Gray is one of the best guys I ever met.
The guy is great. I feel like, you know, a lot of times, and that's something that really makes me happy, the best artists that I've met, like the very, very talented ones, they were very good persons as well. Like Cole Gray, Pavel, Dragon, extremely nice people, like all of them.
But also artists are always like very sensible souls.
Yeah.
I have to say that. Most of the artists I met in my life, like, it doesn't matter if like painters, musicians, tattoo artists, writers, everybody had at least one addiction to something. Yeah. Either it's shopping or alcohol, drugs, or something else that they go like crazy about. What is it with you?
I mean, I try to be very sane, to be honest. I could go into the shopping thing a little bit. Maybe the traveling thing, I'm like kind of crazy with it. I always feel like if I started doing drugs or drink too much alcohol, I'm not going to be as sharp anymore. I feel like traveling is the best part of this job. It's one of the best parts of this job, you know? Meeting people from all over, traveling and experiencing things like that. Priceless.
When did you realize, because traveling changes you.
Opens up your mind, I would say too.
Yes, this is the main thing. It opens up your mind and you understand other cultures better. And was there like a certain moment or a certain trip when you realized that, and where you realized, wow, I cannot take my life for granted. My life is special.
It's funny, like there was exactly a moment like that. The very first time, I think I just started tattooing. I'm going to New York, I'm flying in. I was going alone because I had some friends in New York, so I was supposed to meet them there. And I remember looking out of the window, and there was a super cool dark cloud, and I took a picture of it. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, this is really like discovering something new. But that was the moment when I was like realizing how this can just open up your world, you know? Not living in your little country anymore, your little neighborhood or little house. It just opens up. I think it's amazing.
Also, like, because for our generation, how old are you? You're the same age, right? Like 30?
Nope. I am 24.
Bro! Now I feel old. Gonna handle that. What's the first thing you're gonna do besides tattooing when this is over?
To be honest, the very first thing I'm gonna do is I feel like I'm gonna go to New York, you know, because I have like a lot of plans of maybe like opening another studio over there, or maybe I want to do some music and I have some good connections over there. So whenever it is over, I'm going to New York for like a month, and I don't know. That's gonna be my first thing ever. You know. What about you?
Bro, like honestly, I miss the little things. I would go to some restaurant. I would sit there in the sun, drink an espresso, then drink a wine.
With everybody really far from you, at least 2 meters.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I would sit there by myself and just enjoy.
Cool.
Bro, it was so great talking to you.
It's great talking to you too.
I really enjoyed it. It was
Me
a super
too.
nice interview.
It's great and great to meet you and like to hear from you finally.
Nice, bro. Have a great day.
You too. You too.
Enjoy your
It's
time.
great talking to you.
Stay up. Yeah.